I'm Yvonne. Thank you for joining me today. If you are new, welcome. If you're returning, thank you for coming back. I wish I was coming to you guys with better news, but I'm going to talk about 4 things today. I'm going to talk about Alton Sterling and Philando Castile, and I'm going to categorize them as black men because that's what they are. And then I will talk about media, top-down media versus bottom-up media. And then I will also talk about police. And then I will fourthly talk about others. And I will define others a lot more once I get into it. So the first was from Alton Sterling. Just a background, he was a man who sold CDs outside of his store with permission, from the store owner. And the store owner himself has said that Alton had been selling CDs out there with his permission for 6 years and they never had an issue. The second person is Philando Castile. Him and his girlfriend were in the car. They were stopped by the police because of a taillight that was broken. That's it. Both men shot, coincidentally or not, so both men were shot by white cops. So both men had family, they had people that cared for them. In terms of media's role in this, right? Don't be surprised if Channel 6 or Channel, whatever your local news, is not showing the person that was shot in the best point of view. It is run, that's top-down media. It is run by big corporations who most of the time are white people, which again, nothing wrong with that at all. And in this video, I am not in any way criticizing other races. Don't be surprised if the news that you're shown is not in your favor. The picture that they're gonna show is not gonna be the best picture of him with him and his family. None of that. They're gonna show the picture that shows him in the least attractive light, right? According to whoever categorizes that, right? So don't be surprised if these media outlets are not showing you what you want to see. If they're showing him or bringing up his past, or they can't necessarily stick to the story without bringing up his past, right? Don't be surprised. That's why we have bottom-up media. Bottom-up media being social media or other platforms. That's why we have Facebook, we have Instagram, Twitter, we have YouTube. We have all these things where we control that, right? You can tweet, you can retweet, you can hashtag, you can use all these sources to control, in a way, I don't want to use the word control, but basically show or portray this person the way you want them to be portrayed, right? So in saying that, I'm saying your tweet matters, your retweet matters, your hashtag matters, your however way you use social media, you should. Because the top down, they're not looking at you. They're not looking to help you. They're not looking to help us, let me say. They're not looking to help us. So don't be surprised when they're not in your corner. Police. And this doesn't go to all the good people that are protecting us. And so I don't necessarily want to just speak of police as just one entity and they're just they're all evil. I'm sure, and there are really, really good ones. And I think her name was Nikia Jones, who was a African-American woman who came out disappointed, who's a police, who was disappointed in her fellow police people. So I'm not talking about her or any other policemen or women that are out there in our favor, right? I'm talking about the ones that are not, right? You're supposed to be the ones that we call when we have an issue. Right? But these 2 men who shot these black men deemed themselves the jury, the judge, and God himself. For you to feel like you can take a man's life however you want, for another human being to think that it's right, to take another person's, steal basically another person's life because they deem it necessary, because they want to, because they can. You don't do things just because you can. Right? Then what are you guys there for? How are you justice? How are you the ones that we're supposed to call? You basically are choosing to take someone's life because of the color of their skin. How ridiculous is that? I can't control that I'm brown. I cannot control that, nor should I have to. You should accept me for who I am, right? If it's something that I cannot control, you accept it. So the fact that there are still people that are racist when you have a black president, which is the oldest thing to even say now, that he's coming towards the end of his presidency, but the fact that you have a black person president, how in your head are you still racist? I just don't understand that. I really do not understand. And on top of that, to put on a uniform and while you have that in your heart, right, and choose to express it in other ways, like taking someone's life, that's ridiculous to me. Others, if you are not black or have any idea what it is to be one, which I don't know how you would because you're not one, please take a seat. Nobody cares to hear how, oh my gosh, black people, you're so angry, you're complaining. You can't do something wrong to someone and then expect to control how they take that in. It's like me coming and stealing your clothes, right? Or me coming and stealing, better example, me coming and stealing something priceless to you, your jewelry, your whatever, something that you value, right? And then me telling you, relax, don't be upset about that. Of course you're gonna be freaking upset about it. You just stole it from me. That's what those cops did. They stole from us. They stole from our people. They stole from their families, right? And then others are choosing to tell us to relax. I will not relax. I will display my anger however I see fit. I'm not condoning destroying things, using violence of any sort. But I am saying it's okay to use my anger to drive me to do whatever I would like. If that means I want to get up and make this video, for example, if that means I want to spread word about this, I can do that, okay? And you should just, again, take several seats. So I am also in another others group, right, that I can specifically talk about because it relates to me, right? My fellow Africans, I'm African myself, born and raised in Kenya, right, for a good amount of time, right? But I live here too, right? Please, Africans, I've heard you say some ignorant things about fellow African Americans, right? Regardless, if you're in America yourself, when someone sees you, when you see me, you know, oh my gosh, yeah, she looks like she's from Kenya, or maybe you might, maybe, but you see the brown skin on me, right? So you are no different from any other African American person just because you feel like you can't relate because you're African or whatever, right? You need to take several seats with the others as well. I'm saying this all to say, right? Black people, it is hard living up. It is hard, especially for a black man. And that honestly makes me even more proud and more, I don't know, just to see everybody come together, especially and just fight towards the same cause. That's beautiful to me. Was it necessary? This is the cause that I want to be fighting for? Probably not, right? Not a sad cause, not something that brings sadness, but it is necessary, right? Second, media. Don't be surprised when it's not on your side. It's not designed to be on our side, right? That's where you come in. That's where you, who are important, come in and use whatever resources necessary to spread the word or to get out there in the rallies to do whatever you need to do. Because not everybody's looking out for you. People are not looking out for us, right? So we have to look out for ourselves and each other. Police. It's honestly sad that you can put on that uniform and claim to be a protector. It's really sad to me. If you still have some issues within yourself about a certain race that you need to solve, take care of those first before you do that. Fourth, others. You already live in a country that's accommodating to you, right? So if you don't know about this subject and you cannot in any way relate, just be quiet. Sometimes you just have to sit down and just be quiet when something doesn't, or some subject doesn't pertain to you, right? Just sit down. Your opinion is not valid to us. I don't really care if that came off rude. I don't really care because that's how I feel. So this is a little different from what I usually do, but I thought this was important. It's important to me, should be important to you, because you live in this country, and if you don't live in this country, you live in this world. And this should be an important cause for you too, because these are people that are next to you, right? These are your neighbor, your fellow, whoever, right? These are your people too. And you should somehow care and do whatever you can in your power to help. So thank you for joining me, you guys, and please add on any comments down below, anything that you guys want to say. Please add me on other social media platforms, because we talk about social media, how important that is. So Facebook and Instagram and YouTube are my main sources of communication. So add me on all of those if you have not already. So thank you for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.